Hey guys, Robert again. We have to start providing some solutions to all of these problems that I'm starting to see online now. And the only way to do that is by listening to the advice of this gentleman right here. Let's check it out.
We couldn't afford the house, but we bought the house anyway. We thought we were going to make more money. We didn't make more money. And then the housing market crashed, and the house was worth less than half of what we paid for it. And the bank said, nah, we're not even going to work with you. How are you not going to work with me? The house is not even worth half of what I paid for it. And if I go through bankruptcy, you're not even going to get half of what the house is worth. No, we're not going to work with you. Had to go through bankruptcy. Had to go through foreclosure. Why? Because I didn't follow the right blueprint.
Bam. There you go. He was quick. You know, the OGs get right to it, right? He said we couldn't afford the house when we bought the house anyway. Well, how did he know that? Because just like you and I, we know what we can afford at the end of the day. Everybody's not ignorant, especially if you've been alive since 2020 and you're an adult. With all of this information and education from the basic level about financial literacy as far as understanding your income and outflows. The first thing that you must do, I must do, we have to hold ourselves accountable, and you have to know what you can afford. Now, for those of you that might not know how to figure out what you can afford, here's a simple equation. You take your annual income, and we're talking W-2 employees now. Take your gross annual income, multiply it times 3. That's the maximum purchase price. Now, once you figure out what that number is, if there's truly not any homes in your local market at that price range, there's only a couple of things you can do. Number one, you have to find a way to increase your income. Number two, you have to determine if ownership is for you, because it may not be. And if it's not the end of the world. What I would advise you to do, if that's not the case, if you can't buy, then you have to find some way to grow your money that's going to exceed the rate of inflation. Let me give you one more. What's the need for the home? When you come from that mindset, you're able to find a home. It might be a pre-existing home. You might have to go further out, but you'd be surprised what you can find when you look and you are serious about the why it is that you're doing it. As we move forward, he went through this learning process during the housing crash of 2008. You guys are not in a crash. When he bought, there was so much supply. Too many builders were building, and there was a ton of bad loans. You don't have to be a victim, and buying a home is not the boogeyman. What you have to do is know your numbers and buy what you need and can afford so you can prevent what this gentleman went through during that time. This is not the stock market. We're not buying options and puts. We're not gambling. If you're not looking to be in a home minimum 7 years, I'd say 10 plus years, you may not want to buy. If you listen to him, he said he assumed that they were going to make more money. You guys today, you say, I feel like. You can't assume, you can't feel like, you can't think, you can't hope. You got to know. Know before you owe. 3 times your gross annual income. That's the maximum purchase price. And then for those of you that are paying rent right now, multiply that times 150%, or take half of your rent and add it to your total rent, and your principal, interest, tax, and insurance payment should not exceed that number. If you do that and have some money left over, you can't buy a house without any money because it's an investment. You have to maintain it. Let's let him finish out.
Had to go through bankruptcy. Had to go through foreclosure. Why? Because I didn't follow the right blueprint. Went through depression, went through all these symptoms because I didn't follow the right blueprint. But if you follow the right blueprint, which I should have, but I didn't, get a house that you can afford.
It's simple as that. Get a house that you can afford, and you won't have to go through depression. You won't have to file for bankruptcy. If you want to know how to do that, it all starts with an application. So you might want to watch this video right here. And if you say, I'm not there, I got a great playlist for you that deals with what most people deal with when trying to get on the property ladder today, and that's assistance with down payment and closing costs. Well, check out this playlist right over here. Talk to you soon.